Just got back on this side, East Coast that is. Shit's so much different. Yeah. I put them most Regals on my feet. Yeah. I went broke and came up on the creek.
Yo, what is up, YouTube? It is your boy Sneaker Life, and I'm back with another video. And I don't really know if this video is in high demand, but I just wanted to make this because I know there's gonna be a lot of people out there that are willing to spend the money. And I just don't want you to get okie doped. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to get okie doped because we're at a point where fakes are sometimes better than the authentic pairs. You know, like, these factories are working so hard. Like, I'm not even playing, like, so hard to the point where they're making quality stuff that's better than what Adidas or Nike, LV, you know, whoever, Gucci, they're making premium stuff now, one of one copies, and I almost want to say like 2 of 1 copies because it's if that's even a word. You guys know most recently, if you've seen my last video, if you have, you can go ahead and click above and watch it, or maybe after this video. But I do have both of the Prestos in hand. You know, one pair from Undefeated in Los Angeles, and then another pair from China. Now, obviously, all shoes are made in China. You know, I'm gonna have those comments of people, yo, Mike, let me pick those up, let me grab those. I'm just gonna tell you guys, no, please don't contact me asking. If you really want a fake pair, do your research, man. They're easy to find, especially nowadays. Now, I'm not condoning fakes. I could care less if you wear fakes. Wearing fakes doesn't make you less of a person. Wearing real pair doesn't make you more of a person.
Fake Jordans, get them out of here!
And so, that whole discussion, let's just squash it right now. As far as these 2 pairs go, you know, at first when I got the fake pair and I was like, wow, these are impressive, man. But then, you know, when I actually got an authentic pair and then I realized, okay, there's definitely a lot of differences. But I'm gonna tell you guys up front, just from the rip, you cannot tell the difference if they're on feet unless, you know, you're really a sneaker connoisseur. And if you're really that worried about looking at someone's feet, you got problems. But that's just my personal opinion. So now when it comes to the original pair, you know, the biggest thing is actually the orange tab. When it comes to the authentic pair, you know, right away, there's a lot of things that I can tell you off the rip. First, the material is a lot softer than the fake. Now, obviously, I'll get into the comparisons and showing side by side, but I just kind of want to talk about some simple little signs that you can look for. You know, first and foremost, as usual, the box, it's never correct. Like, I feel like the boxes are always small. So, you know, any person that does legit checks and knows right off the rip, the box is small compared to the authentic one, it's a wrap. Nowadays, you know, people can buy authentic pairs and then, you know, just put the fake pair in there and ship it and say it's a defect. You know, there's a lot of different scams that go on, and there's a lot of people that have fake Yeezys, fake whatever, and they have no idea, and that's unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. Now, like I was saying, off the rip, you know, just looking at the shoes, the materials are extremely soft. Now, if we move over to the fake pair, there's just a lot of major differences. The material is not nearly as soft. The foam piece is a little rough. The Nike swoosh is off. The foam, the deconstructed foam, is horrible. And overall, you know, just the shape of the shoe is correct, but it's small. It's smaller. This is a size 12, and it's not nearly as big as my authentic size 12. Like I said, being on foot, you really wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And, you know, that's why it's very important to know what you're looking for, especially now. You know, now that pairs have officially released on Nike.com, you know, a lot of people are going to be hunting for these for the holidays or, you know, maybe even the summertime. And I just don't want you guys to get gypped because the fakes are not the greatest, but at the same time, they are really good. And, you know, your average person wouldn't know. Your average celebrity probably would buy fakes and not even know because they don't really need to care. That's the reason why a lot of celebrities do wear fakes, because it doesn't define you as a person and it really doesn't matter. But, you know, when you're about your money and, you know, you really want an authentic pair, you know, these are the things that you need to look for. And who knows, they might come out with an updated model because of this video. You know, they use a lot of us YouTubers as bait. You know, as soon as they drop a fake pair, they see what they need to fix and they usually fix it. So if there's any updates later in the future, hopefully I can do more about that. But, you know, I'll try to stop talking. I know it's kind of annoying. You kind of just want to see the differences. But like I said, you know, the biggest difference between the two is actually just this orange tab. And, you know, that's a simple little fix, but it doesn't stop at that. There's a lot of small little differences that it's really easy to look for. Most definitely, it is the Nike, you know. You guys can see the color difference. This is a lot more shiny while this is more matted. It looks completely different. The stitching is different. You can see the closer look. Look at the differences between the real, well, this is the real pair, and then the fake pair. You know, the stitching is completely different. But as far as the design goes on the material itself, it is very similar. The biggest giveaway for me, again, was also this tab. I mean, look at the difference. This is the fake pair. It's a very ugly, like orangish red versus the authentic tab, which is actually a matted red. And you can see the text is a lot more clear. That's usually how all fake pairs go. They just don't pay attention to the details for some reason. Another very clear indication is actually this Nike swoosh right here. Now, this is the fake pair. If you look at the real pair, there is a huge difference. You can see it's a lot more just dirty looking. It's almost like they used a completely different paint. I mean, you can even see the difference in the midsoles. Fake pair, real pair. And of course, it doesn't stop there. Even when it comes down to the tab, you know, you can't really tell the difference too much, but this tab is actually a lot shorter. And then as you get to the back, authentic pair, a lot more translucent than the fake pair. As you guys can see, stitching completely different. This is a lot wider than this, too thin. And then when we flip the shoes over again, you guys can see on the top, this is the authentic pair. This is the fake pair. Now, there's really not too much of a difference in between this. You know, there is somewhat of a difference in the font. The authentic pair has the thicker Nike font, while the fake pair is a lot thinner. It's probably misspelled somewhere, but you know, we don't really got to worry about that. You can just tell it's a lot thinner. If your font on your pair is really thin, there's an issue. Now, this is a part where I noticed a major difference. So we have the authentic pair and then we have the fake pair. Now, if you look closely, you can see the red stitching, right? We do have it on both pairs. Problem is the spacing between the red stitching and the top. This is very short compared to the authentic pair. You guys can see, short, a lot more space right here. And then there's those minor details in the top of the shoe. Just the material is a lot better here than on the fake pair. You can see it's not as deconstructed. As far as the insole goes, for the fake pair, you can see the paint on the inside. It says the 10, right? It's very sloppy opposed to the authentic pair. You can see it's a lot more readable and more visible opposed to this pair. Now, my camera's so damn good that you can see both, but in person, it doesn't look this good. I feel like anytime I get a new sneaker pickup, you know, as soon as I open the package, I know immediately if it's real or fake, just based upon the box. Like I told you guys in the beginning, the boxes are always smaller. These are the same size. This is both same size 12, but you can't depend on the box. And the reason being, because a smart scammer, what they would do, imagine being a scammer. All you gotta do, have a real pair, buy a fake pair, switch the tabs, put the fake pair in the box. Boom, that already eliminates a lot of things. Okay, the box is real. Okay, the tab is real. And then maybe you get your pair and you're like, what, this looks kind of small, but maybe it's just a manufacturing defect. I don't know. And trust me, this happens to a lot of people. They just don't care to check, you know? I paid $1,200, of course they're legit. No, be careful. When it comes to limited shoes like this, you always should make sure it's legit. Unless you're buying a fake. If you're buying a fake and you get a fake, boom, you get what you pay for. If you're paying crazy money, man, please get a real pair. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this real versus fake, and should I continue doing them? Otherwise, this is your boy Sneaker Life. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Run it.
Hands in the air now.
Do you wanna